This video is sponsored by the Happy Health Plan, our new book, which we're super proud of. This book is the distillation of having had over 50,000 people through our online plans. Available worldwide where good books are sold. Yo dudes! Welcome to 3 easy, super delicious, light breakfasts. So these are all healthy. They're from our new book, The Happy Health Plan. Massive shout out to everyone who's got it. So we're gonna make Banoffee Overnight Oats, one of our favorite. We're gonna make carrot cake chia seed pudding. I love carrot cake and I always just felt bad having it for brekkie. So this is a healthy, super tasty version. And we're gonna make a light, fluffy, crunchy granola. My old favorite is the Banoffee Overnight Oats. They're all class, easy, simple, delicious brekkies, so let us know which one you like at the end. So first up, we're gonna make a light, fluffy, delicious granola, and we literally make a ton of granola a week. We have been making tons of it for the last number of years. Probably 10 years, so we know our way around granola. This is a light, crunchy one. It's actually low FODMAP, good for anyone with digestive issues, as well as tasting amazing. Okay, first step, we have 400 grams of rolled oats. These are jumbo oats. We find jumbo oats just give a better body to our granola. Now we're now going to add our wet ingredients together. We've got 60 ml of maple syrup. I'm going to add that to 40 ml of oil. We're using sunflower oil. Mix that together. We're going to add that to our oats. Next, we're adding in a pinch of cinnamon. If you don't like cinnamon, leave it out. We've got 50 grams of desiccated coconut. Add that in. It just toasts up beautifully. And finally, a pinch of salt. That helps accentuate the sweet. Next, take our hands, get them in and just give it a good spread. What you want to do is make sure each oat flake is coated with a little bit of oil and a little bit of maple syrup, just to help it crisp up beautifully. We're going to spread out our granola across 2 baking trays. Very important to spread it out nice and evenly. You don't want it too thick. If it's too thick a layer, it ends up steaming itself. Top layer gets crispy, bottom layer just ends up soft and kind of moist. So really make sure there's a thin layer and it's very well spread out. So we've preheated the oven to 160 degrees and we're gonna bake these for about 30 minutes now. Just until they're nice and crispy, low and slow. Give it time. Okay, while the granola's in the oven, we are going to make a carrot cake chia seed pudding. So I always loved carrot cake. I felt it was inappropriate to have for breakfast, but this is a delicious, healthy, nutritious, and super tasty, healthy way of healthy. Did I say healthy and delicious? You did. It genuinely is because it's really high in really good fats. Like it's got tons of chia seeds, it's got tons of walnuts. So great for skin, hair, oil, joints, everything's brilliant. Okay, first step, we have 30 grams of walnuts. We're gonna chop them roughly. We've got 1 carrot, a small little piece, 30 grams. We're just gonna grate that in on top of the chopped walnuts. Next up, we have 40 grams of chia seeds, pop them in. 2 tablespoons of cacao powder, 300 ml of plant meal of choice, oat, almond, whatever you feel like. We have 30 grams of raisins or dried fruit of choice. We have 30 ml of maple syrup. We have a pinch of ground cinnamon and finally a pinch of allspice. So we're just gonna give this a mix and make sure that everything's well incorporated, and then we're gonna simply leave it sit for 30 minutes and that's it. And what happens when it sits? It thickens up and it becomes really thick like a rice pudding, hence it's called chia seed pudding. The chia seeds absorb 10 times their moisture, they expand, they puff up, it becomes delicious, cohesive, and it tastes like carrot cake. Third up, we're gonna make a Banoffee Overnight Oats, one of our absolute favorites. Yeah, of all the 3, this is probably the one that stands out. Often have it for dessert, lazy lunch, early dinner. It's just delicious, easy to make, and super healthy. Obviously, it is also very nice for breakfast too. Okay, first step, we have some pitted dates. Pitted meaning the stone is removed. We're gonna soak these in boiling water so they're softer and easy to make caramel out of. We have 150 grams of dates. Okay, next up we're gonna make our bircher muesli. There's the date caramel, there's the muesli, and then there's a coconut layer as well. So muesli's easy. We've got 250 grams of oats in a bowl. We have 40 grams of raisins or dried fruit of choice, 20 grams of chia seeds, 600 ml of oat milk, and finally a pinch of cinnamon. Get in there and just give it a good mix, and finally, once it's all well mixed and incorporated, we're just gonna leave it sit for 30 minutes. Okay, our dates are soaked, they'll have softened a lot. Our bircher muesli is sitting and thickening. It's time to make our date caramel. So we're gonna drain our soaked dates, so drain them into a colander. Into a food processor, we're gonna add our dates. Now we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of almond butter on top of that. We've got half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. We've got 100 ml of boiling water, and we've got a pinch of salt. We're gonna pop the lid on and blend until smooth. It should be a nice, runny, delicious date caramel. Okay, now we're gonna make our garnish, a delicious, crunchy, maple glazed flaked almond. So into a dry pan on a high heat, I'm gonna add 50 grams of flaked almonds. Stir that around and cook that until it starts to golden and brown. Once it starts to reach that perfect color, knock it off the heat. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of maple syrup and continue to stir it into the flaked almonds. The residual in the heat in the pan will evaporate all the water and it'll come together into delicious caramelized flaked almonds. While Dave's maple glazing the flaked almonds, I'm gonna chop one banana into simple little coins. Think little medallions, just chop them up nice and finely and they're gonna go right in the middle to make it look beautiful. So while our components are finished, it's time to assemble this. Really important, I think, is to serve it in a glass. You can see the layers, it looks beautiful, and it just is like, magnificent. Okay, first step we're gonna start is a date caramel on the bottom. You can put as much or as little effort as you want when you're layering it all up. We just find it works so much better and we eat with our eyes. So if you can go to the trouble of layering it up in a glass, this banoffee is just, it tastes even nicer. Okay, our granola's been out of the oven and we've let it cool. Really important step, because otherwise if you add dry fruit while it's warm, as my granny used to say, it's like elephants in your dentures. It goes really hard, they go like little stones, so just let it cool. So ours is cool, we're gonna add in our dried fruit. Add whatever dried fruit you want. We're gonna add bright colored ones, really just a little amount. We've got some goji berries, some raisins, and some freeze-dried strawberries, but use whatever you like and whatever you have. So that's super easy, that's the granola done. Finally, last one to put together is our carrot cake chia seed pudding. There you have it, 3 simple, easy, super healthy and tasty brekkies. They really are. These are all breakfasts from our new book, The Happy Health Plan. This is honestly one of my favorite brekkies. I'd say I eat it 250 to 365 days a year.
Yeah, you really do.
Yeah, I really do. I love it. It's Banoffee Overnight Oats. Granola, always a winner, and the carrot cake chia seed pudding.
And the granola is a light one, so it's low FODMAP, it's below 15% fat content, and it's super tasty.
So yeah, just saying thanks a mil for checking this video. Thanks a mil to everyone who's bought our book, The Happy Health Plan. It's been an international bestseller and we're really, really delighted.
And let us know which one you'd prefer. Anyway, thank you for watching. Lots of love. Bye.
Cheers.